Good day and welcome to another edition of Outside of Genie, where we will be looking today at the race meeting from Fairview. Today is the 5th of February and the meeting is on the turf. Yeah, as per normal, well, not the normal, but we kick off with a maiden juvenile plate. And as per normal, I don't do any selections on these 2-year-olds because they are improvers. And already this season, I've seen a few short price favorites getting beaten. Question is like on Tuesday, there was an 8 to 10 that ran stone last, and the winner was a 12 to 1 from the Hollywood Syndicate, which was their 12 to 1 winner. 12 to 1, which was their 200 winner. The name escapes me now of the horse. Can't remember the horse's name, but in that race there was an 8 to 10 horse called Sequoia from the Michael de Kock stable, and I've warned you guys, please be careful of the Michael de Kock stable because the horses is not running as expected, and um, I've been proved right again. Although yesterday they had a nice winner for a change. The horse won on coconut, but I'm not here to discuss yesterday's racing. I'm here to discuss today's racing. So the first race, I'll give you the betting, but my advice always to use, stay away. 21 to 20, Sound Check. 19 to 10, Miss Nibbles. 19 to 10, Pot Sox. 16 to 1, Grace Lightning. Vic's Falls 33, and 55 to 1, Music Zone. So let's have a look at the betting in race 2 while we're here. It's at 2,000 meters. And the betting is Colorado Springs, even money, 2 to 1, Palo Alto. Findlay Hills, 7 to 1, Bold Stroke, 7 to 1, 9 to 1, Kenneth MacArthur, and 16 to 1, King Compone. Now, here in this race, my first selection is definitely number 1. The reason for that is this is a C78. Now, if you have a look here, you'll see Palo Alto has run against decent opposition, including a little bit higher class than he's running in today. He ran well in the poly, but he's also won races on the turf. On this course and distance, 8 runs, 2 wins, a second, a third, and a fourth. So definitely he's not adverse to this distance on the turf. And I'm sure he's already had 4 winners on the turf. So for him, either turf or poly is not a problem. The filly Colorado Springs, I mean, there's nothing wrong with the form, but you run against lesser opposition. Last time got beaten in a 72 by Princess of Fire. Well, Princess of Fire is running in the Guineas, the filly's Guineas a little bit later today. So I won't say number 12 Colorado Springs is cannot win, but at even money, surely I won't be rushing to put my money on even money. This horse is only getting 2 kilograms from a hard-knocking gelding. She's a filly, 3-year-old filly, and if she wins, yes, then probably she will have a very good future in front of her. But I'm going to tell you now, it's going to be hard for her to only receive 2 kilograms from Palo Alto and give him a beating. He is an 8-time winner. And again, please, I'm not stupid. I know this is a handicap, so it doesn't matter how many races he has won. But the point I'm trying to make is if a horse has won 8 races, he cannot be a donkey. So he must have a lot of ability. The horse has proven himself. So if I won't be rushing to take the even money on Colorado Springs because in my mind, I think Palo Alto a better bet. Then for outsider selection, since it's only a small field, I've only selected one outsider, and this is number 6, Kenneth MacArthur. I spoke to Gavin one day, the day before he won his race against Glenagani, and he told me, Arthur, this is a very good horse. They're really looking forward for him. But he won the maiden, he won quite well. And then, something happened and he just didn't perform. So I see he finds himself here now in PE. But I would advise you, please do not leave this horse out. Put it in your quartet trifectas. Maybe take an exacta with it because I think this horse is much better than the form that he's showing. I know they still think this horse has got tons of ability. I'm not sure what went wrong. Just for interest, you can see this horse had the trial against American Princess. American Princess has won quite a few races here in KwaZulu, here in PE. So definitely, I think a horse with a bit of a chance. So then we move on to race number 3, which is a maiden plate over maiden plate over 1,000 meters. Now let's have a look at the betting. The betting is as follows: Q class 12 to 10, 5 to 2 trip in this horse, Camila 9 to 2, Jessica James 12 to 1, Tabasco 12 to 1, 20 to 1, Rooibos, Urban Aces, Caracola 20 to 8 to 1, and Fairview to 1, Satellite. It's good to see Mr. Ruck having his first run here in PE, and I really wish him the luck, and I'm sure he's gonna have his first winner soon. Now, guys, again here, they are now lining up a number 2 Q coaches as if the price up as if the race is over. This horse, if you have a look here, in maidens, I'm not really looking always on the merit rating, because the merit rating in maidens can be a bit of a problem. The average merit rating, when you're running on handicaps and other divisions, the horse has got the history. A lot of these horses doesn't have a history, or the trainers have just put him over maybe a shorter distance and all of that. So this is not always an accurate reflection. So in a maiden, I don't normally look at this, but I do want to show you, and that's why I'm saying, let's have a look at Trip in the Stars. Now, Trip in the Stars, here they ran in an average maiden where it was 81. Look at the horses that he run against. Miss Millstream has won again. Nosa Princess is not a donkey. Social Butterfly ran in futures over the weekend. Captain Ariano is a nice horse. So now this horse finds himself in PE. I think this horse is going to be too good for this field. There you've got Eric the Red in a juvenile play. There he ran in a what is this? Also in a small future, 7 lengths behind Delta Queen. You put Delta Queen in this field, she'll murder them. So this horse has run against very strong opposition. As you can see here, 10 runners, 2 winners, 12 runners, 2 winners, 11 runners, 2 winners, 12 runners, 2 winners. And what I always say is, there you got 3 runners, 1 win, 6 runners, 1 win. Now, what I want to tell you is, when you see this here, 10, 2 out of 10, 2, you can most probably, because this figure only takes into account a horse that wins his very next race. It doesn't take account horses that ran behind and maybe 1, 2, or 3 races later. And as I've seen in the past, sometimes some of these horses that was in that field, they win 1 or 2 races after that. So, but already just 10, 2 out of 10, 2 out of, it is, you can see, man, these horses run against much better position that is seen here today. And I don't want to knock number 2, Cosas. But yeah, maybe I'm wrong, and you're not going to laugh at me after I say, what do you know? But I know what I know. And if you have a look here, 6 lengths behind Tempting Fate. My goodness, Tempting Fate won a future. It's just, and the horse is 5 to 2. Help yourself. It's just, but that's why I'm saying today there's 1 or 2 short price favorites. You guys have to be careful, because sometimes these bookmakers, they take the punters for a ride, because now you see this horse is 12 to 10, you go for him. But meanwhile, back in the rounds, there's better options in the race, horses with better forms and better prices. So just have a look out for that. In my outsider selections in race number 3 is number 5. Urban Aces. Now, Urban Aces is a horse that comes from Sean Terry. And this horse is really battling, but last time out he did run a better race for me on the turf. Maybe he's not so suited to the poly behind Untamed Tiger. So Urban Aces is definitely a horse that I would put into my quartets and trifectas. I'm not sure if he can win the race. But what tickles me, this horse is by Badger's Drift, and I keep on putting it over short distances. Surely, why don't they try this horse over a longer distance? Because he's bred for a longer distance. But yes, who am I? I'm not a trainer. And then my other outsider selection is number 7, Jessica Jane. A nice given a green light breeding by Sahil Amour. Again, a horse I think that will go further, because Sahil Amour is definitely long distance. Stands over 1 rear stud. But the horse didn't improve last time out, so maybe a horse that you want to include into your bets. Surely not a very strong field. So let's move on to race number 4, where we have another merit rating 74 handicap class D, average merit rating 71. And here we have another 15 to 20 regimental. Guys, again, I'll discuss this now. 5 to 1, Stranger Danger, Varsity Bourbon, 13 to 2, Tarif 14, 14 Wuhan, 20 to 1 in Cabana, 22 to 1 and longer the rest. Now, when you see betting there, you think, oh, this is race over. Now, let's quickly have a look at the favorite, and then I'll give you my first selection. Here's the favorite, Regimental. Regimental comes from Cape Town. It seems to me if a horse comes from Cape Town, they make him favorite, up front. Now, this is a merit rated D division 71. This is race 4, isn't it? I just want to make sure you are. This is race 4. Now, this horse has run against Jet Dog. Jet Dog came out in one thing, but he didn't run well. 12 rings behind, no show. 8 rings behind G's Man, Lucky Dancer. These horses that ran Moonrock, Aqua, so 74, 69. So it's not like this horse has run against, he didn't. I mean, Moonrock is okay, but it's not a champion. Aqua Bolt, you can see here, it has run against horses that, but for me again, this form isn't like the price that it is just that I don't say the horse cannot win. This is not what I'm saying, because there is a little bit of, there's Yugarari word, so there is decent, he has run against decent opposition, but certainly I will not take that betting. And in any case, my selection in this race is number 3. Sorry, is number 1. Varsity Bourbon has run against also strong opposition. Okay, 88, 86 last time against Apollo Ice. Ran on well over 1,000 meters. Slow, ran on 22.2. My goodness. You have a look at this horse distance. 4 runs, 3 wins. The jockey, 3 runs, 2 wins. I really believe Varsity Bourbon today in this race, a huge runner. My outsider selections, number 3, Stranger Danger, 5 to 1. And this horse has also got top form, although against less opposition. But this is a young horse. He can improve. Van Rensburg on board. He won his maiden on the turf by 4.25. Lookout House has won since. So definitely a contender in this race. And number 4, Regimental, definitely not that price they're quoting it. Then we move on to race number. Sorry, I just want to mention, here's another horse that you want to maybe put in the back end of your quartet, number 11, Angel Boutre. It is from our stable. I'll talk to you about now. It's carrying only 50. Did run improved race last time, and maybe the horse prefer also the turf against the poly. So do include in the back end of your quartets, number 11, Angel Bouquet. And here's number 5. It's a maiden plate to fillies and mares over 1,600 meters. Let's have a look at the betting. Here we have number 5 with our blessing 22 to 10, Gamira 5 to 2, Red Rules 5 to 1, Par Out 6 to 1, Let's Rock 7 to 1, Absolutely Fab 8 to 1, Queenly Louise 33 to 1, and longer the rest. Now in this race, my first selection is number 5. Now number 5, Let's Rock, is a horse that this Racehorse Owners Club, that is our thing that we put together. We have a small share in this horse, and I am selecting it as my first selection based on form, not based against my heart. Because as you can see, this horse likes to run on. The 23.6, 24.7, no extra late. But this horse ran behind Princess of Fire. Princess of Fire, you'll see, is already a 3-time winner, and that was over the 1,600 meters. The distance he is running over today. And last time out also, I think it was a nice run behind leader of the pack. He was running on and just faded a little bit at the end. Maybe he just needed to run still a little bit. And I think from draw 3 today, Let's Rock, it's a huge runner in a very, it's not a strong maiden plate. So let's have a look at my outsider selections. Number 3 is Absolutely Fab. Jacques Strainum, Lucas Bester, draw 1. This horse has been running places, and I think is also a horse that can be involved in the finish. Is Absolutely Fab. Then my other outsider selection here is number 10. Number 10 is Good Vibes. It's a Louis the King now going 1600 meters. And I think that is the distance that his horse was looking for. He is getting the -2.5. And I think over this shorter distance, he might have been a little bit outpaced. And I'm looking for Good Vibes today to run a forward race, to run a much better race. So do include in your quartet and trifecta selections. Now here is the favorite. Let's have a look at the favorite, number 2, Without Blessing. Without Blessing. It runs nicely beyond what a flight last time over the 1200 meters, but now going to 1600 meters. That runs some decent opposition in Gauteng. Anything goes, and that's about it. But can definitely be involved in the finish, so not without a chance, without a blessing. Then we move on to the sixth race, which is another Fraser Mares 92 handicap, 1400 meters. Let's have a look at the betting. Number 3, Stage Dance 9 to 10, Tony Jet 5 to 1, 11 to 2, Brandina, Princess Khaleesi 7 to 1, 11 to 1, Second Request, and 12 to 1 along with the rest. Now here again is a thing where I want to caution you to be very careful. Number Stage Dance last time was weighted to win that race. She was it was a novice plate. She was well weighted, and she duly won. Today she's running in a different class. Okay? She's running in a B Division 86. Now she has run against some strong oppositions, and again, I will not say it will not without a chance. She certainly can win this race, but at 9 to 10 to run and put your money is going to be a little bit. I will not do that because I think number 4, Tony Jet, has just got as good a chance as number 3 because this horse has coursed in distance 2 runs and 2 wins. It also has run in the same class, has won in the same class, and the 1600 meters definitely suit him. Then another horse that's also well in this race is number 1, Princess Khaleesi. Princess Khaleesi has also run against some decent opposition, course and distance, 3 runs and 2 wins. So definitely a horse that I won't discard, and I'm sure because you can see her last time out, she ran in a 90, 86, 86, and I think Princess Khaleesi, this course and distance, 3 runs, 2 wins earlier, and I will not be surprised if she lands up in the number 1 box. Twin Falls hasn't done the distance and only had 1 run over distance, never showed, but has won a few races now. So this is for me a dark horse. I'm not sure what to expect from number 2, Twin Falls. Traveling in Style is also a horse that tickles me. I've been following this horse, but again, also a horse that has run over the distance 8 times, 1 win, 3 seconds. But did run against some stiff opposition last time out, but has won an 86 over 1300 meters, but under poly. But she has had some wins on the turf, so certainly number 5 is definitely a horse that can surprise. Maybe for your quartets and trifectas include that. Then we move on to race number 7, which is the Fillies, Breeders' Guineas Fillies Plate. Now let's have a look at the betting. Here we have number 3, Santa Teresa, 15 to 20, 6.5 to 10. Kiss of Life, 5 to 1, 7 to 1, Heron, Eternal Hope, 5 to 1, Wings of Fire, 15 to 2, Princess of Fire, 18 to 10, Storyland, 20 to 1. Now, guys, I want to tell you in this race, anything can win there. There's 7 runners, and I can make a case for all 7 of them. So betting 13 to 20 on number 3, Saint Therese, I will not go and take it. Yeah, last time out, she did beat La Duchesse, but La Duchesse, it's only a hard-knocking horse. It's not the world beater. Before that was beaten by Fly My Flag, which is also a decent horse. Ran 5 lengths behind Global Drummer. I will not take that. As a matter of fact, my first choice in this race is Wings of Fire. Ideal World by Bezer and Me, Wings of Angel. This horse won so well on his debut here on the turf over 1600 meters. This horse won very easily, Wings of Fire. And I'm sure that's going to give that favorite a stiff opposition. As a matter of fact, in my pick 6, I put the field here, all 7 horses. Because as I said, I can make a case for all of them. Princess of Fire, maybe this is too short. But already Princess of Fire in a short career of 10 wins, 10 races, 3 wins. Any horse that wins 3 races out of 10 is a good horse. That's 30%. I mean, if I have a horse that wins 30% of his races, I'll be more than happy. But yes, the distance might be a little bit short, the 1600 meters, but anything is possible in racing. Then here you have number 2, Irene. Irene has also run some good races behind Global Drummer and Kiss of Life. Can definitely surprise and be involved in the finish. Yes, number 3, Kiss of Life, number 4. Also a horse that won over a shorter distance, but I'm sure the 1600 meters, looking at the breeding, is not going to be a problem. So also in with a chance, number 4, Kiss of Life. Then Internal Hope, also a horse that has got ability, has been running also against some decent opposition. 9 runs, 2 wins already. Has run a few runs of the global drummer. Last time out behind Kiss of Love. It says here, late, tired, late. But has run 3 times and won once over the 1600 meters. And again, Storyland was such a good horse. They had expectation they take it to Gravel to run against some very stiff opposition there. Now back against a little bit lesser over the 1600 meters, can also be anything. And then, as I said, number 7, Wings of Fire, also a horse that I like. So let's move on to race number 9, where we have a measured 80 handicap, Class C, average minute 74, 1400 meters. And here we have number 1, Duke of Cards. Now, guys, really, this is a good bet. Number 9, it's 9-2. Wow. New Grande, 11-20, 11-20, Arabita, 13-2, Exian, Chainsaw, 7-1, Boxcar, 8-1, The Master, 8-1, 9-1, Thomas Stocker, 10-1, and better the rest. Now, if you have a look here, we're running here in Class C division, 74. Now, Duke of Cards, look at this. 81, 96, 84, 86, Marmara C. Irv Hour won easily last week, 93, 95. This horse is way down in class. And the only drawback is the draw 11. That might be a problem. But I'm sure the jockey can overcome that problem. And in my outsider selections in this race is number 5, Wicked Grin. Wicked Grin is way down in a betting. But this is also a horse, he never knows when to give up, always there and thereabouts. Has not had many runs on the, but last time out only ran 3 lengths behind Find Me Unafraid and behind the Highwayman. Also 86 and 73. So Wicked Grin also in with a small chance. And then number 6, Ariabata, a horse that comes from Gravel, has also run against some okay opposition and can go in here in the last race. So all in all, I think we're in for a nice day's racing. I'm really looking forward to it. And I hope I could point you in the right direction for a few winners. And as I always say, break a leg.